Thank you, Mr. Chairman, dear AD. I regret that we are not able to join you in Tirana, but I commend you for organizing our Ministerial Council so professionally, despite the challenging circumstances. I fully support the EU statement pronounced a few moments ago, and in addition, I would like to make the following points. When we last met a year ago, the coronavirus had not yet broken out. Since then, with the help of technology, we have managed to change the way we meet. But there are other developments that cannot be solved with technology, conflicts that flared up and require dialogue and political will to resolve. Not for the first time, Europe, our neighborhood, is in turmoil. And in this light, the importance of the OSCE as an honest broker and mediator can hardly be overstated. It provides a platform for dialogue, and all participating states must allow the organization to perform its functions. My government is very disappointed that the Belarusian authorities have declined the offer of the current and incoming chairman in office to facilitate a broad national dialogue. I recently met with Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, and I know that the opposition is willing to engage in such a dialogue. And I call on the authorities to cease the violence against peaceful protesters and to make use of the good offices of the OSCE to seek a peaceful solution. My country was amongst those that invoked the Moscow mechanism in response to the situation in Belarus. And we thank Professor Benedek for his report, which contains very forceful conclusions and recommendations. We regret that the Belarusian authorities refuse to cooperate with the rapporteur, and we urge them to heed the recommendations since they provide a roadmap out of the crisis. And that is exactly what is needed. While we welcome the cessation of the hostilities in Nagorno-Karabakh, we need to look into the option of an independent inquiry to establish the truth and whether any war crimes or human rights violations have been perpetrated, and if illegal weapons like cluster munitions and incendiary weapons were used, as well as the deployment of foreign fighters. The Netherlands continues to actively support the OSCE Minsk Group as co-chairs, who are uniquely positioned to assist in further negotiations on a sustainable and peaceful solution in the conflict, which is in the interest of all OSCE states. And therefore, it is crucial that all OSCE participating states take their responsibility in this process, which is not just a matter of concern to those that are currently deploying personnel on the ground. In this regard, we call for a role for the OSCE in the international monitoring of the ceasefire. And finally, the Netherlands reiterates the importance of maintaining the arms embargo that the OSCE has called for since 1992 in order not to jeopardize the ceasefire. We welcome the ceasefire in Ukraine and small steps taken to alleviate the burden on the civilian population. We reiterate our unwavering support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, and we call on all parties to step up efforts towards a political solution on the basis of the Minsk agreements. We underline the essential role the Special Monitoring Mission continues to play in Ukraine. The upheaval in various parts of our continent also illustrates the need for reinvigorated arms control. We therefore call on the Russian Federation to engage constructively on the package of Vienna document modernization proposals, which already enjoys the support of 34 countries, a clear majority of participating states. We thank Spain for chairing the structured dialogue this year, and we look forward to continuing our participation in this important forum and its efforts to advance the debate on new avenues for arms control. The human dimension is an integral part of our comprehensive security. Respect for human rights, fundamental freedoms, and rule of law are necessary preconditions for a vibrant and safe society. A society where civic organizations and free media can fully and independently contribute to an open debate. and it is our duty to protect them. The OSCE plays an important role in this regard, not only by setting standards that are binding on all 57 participating states, but also by providing a platform for a free exchange of views between our citizens and governments. It is regrettable that COVID-19 prevented the Human Dimension implementation meeting from taking place this year. The HDIM is the most important annual event in the third dimension, and we stand firm that it must go ahead next year. The autonomous institutions, the Office for Democratic Institutions and Human Rights, the Representative on Freedom of the Media, and the High Commissioner on National Minorities are indispensable parts of the OSCE. Together with the missions and offices in the field, they form our link with the people we serve, our citizens. And it is therefore crucial that we preserve and support them and provide them with the means to carry out their mandates. The positions of the heads of institutions have been vacant since mid-July. This is obviously an undesirable situation. My delegation therefore commends your efforts, Mr. Chairman, and welcomes consensus on the appointment of 4 new candidates. We will look forward to working with all 4, but allow me to especially welcome the new High Commissioner on National Minorities to The Hague. We remain proud to host this important member of the OSCE family. The OSCE has never been a fair weather organization. It has proven its worth both in good times and bad. I call on all participating states to make full use of it and to allow the OSCE to display its full potential. This is our shared responsibility, and our commitment is needed now more than ever before. In closing, I thank you for your leadership during this turbulent year, and I wish Sweden success as chairperson in office in 2021. Thank you.